The steel industry plays a very vital role in the world. We are today producing steel in India and also in Oman, our sister company. In India, our capacity is 9 million ton, and in Oman it is 2.4 million ton. In times to come, in India we will be producing about 15 million ton by 2026, and Oman, I think this company will grow to about 5 million ton. And we are basically, our main focus is on value-added steel, be it rails, be it wire rods, be it hot rolled coils, be it specialty plates. So we are working only for the value-added steel, and this is what we can do in the interest of the world, where we can decarbonize also, and we can reduce the overall carbon dioxide footprint, CO2 footprint, and we can make a better environment in times to come. This is the second time. The first time during COVID time, I would say it was online, and this is physically first time. And I would like to tell that this is a wonderful platform to interact views from different part of the world. People, they do come forward, they speak each other. There is a good interaction. So I congratulate your event, and I congratulate the organizers that they have done through the Steel Club. It will be my pleasure to be part of Steel Club. It will be my pleasure to speak, to attend, to interact with the dignitaries here, and especially in Middle East, this is going to be a very prominent player for making conferences, and especially for the green steel tomorrow, and also for the decarbonization. And I would also like to suggest you that please in future you also involve the windmill manufacturers and also the solar manufacturers, so that there can be a bigger gathering and one can interact with each other.
Are you likely to participate in our events in the future?
Yes, it will be my pleasure. You see, the business activities, we are in manufacturing of steel, we are manufacturing of power, we generate power, and now we also have the iron ore mines, we have coal mines, and we supply coal to the various part of the world. And now we are working how to produce hydrogen. And once we produce hydrogen, we'll be exporting hydrogen to various steel mills as well as to the user industry. It will be a good replacement and substitute to natural gas. At least about 50% of the natural gas can be replaced by hydrogen, and this is what we are working now.
Good question. So I come from GFG Alliance. It's a Liberty Steel Group. So we are having capacity to produce close to 20 million tons of steel across the globe. So we have already taken a step ahead of 2033. We want to be CN30, carbon neutral by 2030. So we are working on that. We want to get rid of all technologies which are polluting more or emitting more CO2. So like we want to get rid of blast furnaces and bring in the DRI plant, hydrogen, etc. So we want to be carbon neutral by 2030. I was in touch with your colleagues, but practically attending, yes, this is the first time. Thank you very much for this opportunity. In fact, like our company, we were London based. Now we shifted everything to Dubai. We are here. Also, I understand MMSteelClub, so you also shifted to UAE. So we are in same home now. So we should work together and join hands in more and more events. It would be great.
Are you likely to participate in our events in the future?
Of course, yes. That is the reason we are here. It is exactly what we are doing. So this is the green steel production, the raw materials, the steel technology. It's completely relevant for us. That is the reason I am here.
Yes.
I will certainly do that, and I think a small suggestion would be to add some more OEMs like SMS, Denieli, Prime Metals. So if they come here and some new technologies, etc., are there, so it may add more relevance to this conference, in addition to whatever you have done.
Our company name is Zhejiang Metals and Materials Company, and we are one of the biggest state-owned steel trading company in China. So and now we are expanding for our overseas market. I think in 2023, in the Q1 of 2023, I think maybe we were planning to set up an office in Middle East origin area and to expand our sales in this region.
Okay. Are you likely to participate in our events in the future?
Maybe I think I will participate because I think here in this event we can meet many of the steel suppliers and also steel mills and also the end users here. So it will be good for our business, I think.
My role as a company is that we are supplying refractories to the steel mills. Refractory is an integral part of the steel, and not a single ton of steel can be produced without refractory. Refractory is the lining material for all kinds of furnaces, all kinds of reheating furnace, coke ovens, blast furnace, everywhere. Wherever there is a steel operation going on, refractory is essential for that. And because the steel industry is growing, especially in this part of GCC, we see a very positive growth of our company also in Q1 2023. This is the first time I have heard about it, but unfortunately for me, this is the first time. And I'm here from the morning, and I'm highly impressed that things are very organized, food is good, and environment is good, and obviously you have set a right tone for the conference. Actually, we would definitely like to take part in the future also because it's a steel club, so you definitely deal with all steel activities, and there we will be definitely take part in all the events, if not all, at least 70-80% of the events of Club.
Are you likely to participate in our events in the future?
Yeah, sure. We were in fact talking to among our senior colleagues that we should take part more and more in steel club events. Oh, very much relevant because here we are definitely dealing with steel. So the steel growth and how the steel is trying to become more and more popular, what kind of prices are coming. So all these are the topics of the subject, and then obviously with that it will depend on how, as a secondary producer for the steel industry, how we should behave. So it is very relevant.
This is the first time I attend here and first time in Dubai also. I liked it and I recommend it to my colleagues, yes. I want it and we are interested in flat steel. So we are supplying flat steel for our sister companies in Turkey. Then, yes, I want to participate in MMSteelClub events.
I work for Frost & Sullivan. Frost & Sullivan is basically a global management consulting firm based out of Texas and California, US. So we have almost like 45 global offices all across the globe, right? And it starts from NAFTA, Europe, Asia as a region, and Middle East, Southeast Asia. We basically advise the clients on their growth strategy, the consulting. We have got separate verticals for metals and minerals, and that is one of the very good core expertise of that region. We have also other cross-functional departments like automotive, infrastructure, industrial, and the growth consulting. So starting from the conceptualization of the projects till the implementation, we help clients for their overall transformational growth opportunities all across the value chain. So this is about Frost & Sullivan. So thank you for inviting me to this MMSteelClub. I think that is a pool of experts that we are talking about. And this is my first time I'm attending this conference in MMSteelClub, and it is really exciting for me to speak in this conference. I'll be talking about mostly the green steel and the transformational landscape across the GCC region, for example, and this is something very close to my heart. And I'm very elated to speak to this conference and meeting a lot of professionals in this region. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you so much. Is it okay if I ask you one more question?
Sure, no problem.
So, are you likely to participate in our events in the future?
Yes, obviously, like it's a great forum, and as because we are from the steel industry, iron steel industry is a backbone for the whole society, and it's a great pool of experts that we are meeting with, and it's a fantastic forum. There is a knowledge sharing, and we can get to know more each other. It's a kind of great networking opportunities, and also sharing a lot of ideas about the future and growth for the steel industry is concerned.
No, it's not actually my first time.
And
It's,
what would-
I've done a couple of virtual events, and this is my second time in a physical event. Yeah. So I do believe that you guys are doing a good job, and of late I've seen you've done a lot of conferences in North America, Latin America, Europe as well, and of course GCC. So I think you guys are doing well and connecting people from the suppliers and the buyers, and in general technology providers as well. So I wish Steel good luck for the future. I think it is important, the topics which we share, we exchange our views and ideas are very interesting indeed. They reflect what's going on in the steel market, and of course everybody has a few cents to share, and this knowledge which is dispersed in conferences like these help us in making important decisions.
Thank you. Would you recommend this event as a positive opportunity to your network?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, I would recommend, and I think you guys have grown pretty fast over the last 2-3 years, and I hope best of luck to you guys. And I would definitely like to recommend MMSteelClub to colleagues and suppliers in the industry.
We are the major steel traders in the GCC. Madar is part of Al Fawzan Group. So we are in Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, and Kuwait. We are the major traders in the steel industry. You can see Al Fawzan Group as one of the biggest traders in GCC for the steel industry. Whereas, except from the steel, we are the major stockist for the wood also. In UAE, we are having a cantonment factory, which is situated in Dubai Investment Park. We are taking projects in various projects in UAE, and we are doing cantonment for all these projects. This is how we did. So this is what we do as Nadal. This is the first time I'm speaking with them. It is good to restart all this one after the pandemic. And I'm very glad that you choose Dubai as one of this one, because I lived Dubai for last 26 years. We see what happened for last 2 years, which was very sad. So people like you coming to Dubai and restarting all the activities again, which makes us always happy. So we welcome all such events now, and we try to participate everything that.
That's amazing. And are you likely to participate in our events in the future?
Definitely we will be participating. Either me or anyone from our team will be participating when we will be organizing it.
First of all, I would like to thank Club to invite me to this prestigious event. So I'm really grateful to be here. So I'm into both steel trading as well as the manufacturing. And what we're doing, it is expanding our roles and our company into industrial sector. And there's a huge growth that we're seeing it is in this conference, where the projects which we have completed for Qatar, FIFA World Cup, and the projects which we are doing it for NEOM and Saudi Vision 2030. So our company is on an expansion phase where we are producing products for which are structural decking, purlins, accessories for the buildings and there's a great opportunity for us to grow in this region, and we anticipate a growth in 2023 moving up to 2030. It's my first time speaking as a speaker in this event. And I would like to convey that it's a great opportunity to meet customers, stakeholders of our industry, steel, minerals, and resources on a one platform. Good for networking, good to showcase what our company is doing and what others are doing it, and putting it in a platform and how to move forward. It's very relevant, because what we are doing, as I've said, various stakeholders are here. And so we knowing what they are, because this is a synergy, what we are talking about, right from the minerals to the end product. So it's a journey which we are understanding what they are doing, what new products they are doing, that so that we can put into our portfolio and
Steel company, it's a port operator logistic and steel trading company, and I can easily say that we are leading the steel business in Saudi Arabia in a very good way. And for 2023 first quarter, our expectation, because you know that now, especially in the GCC countries, there is a big demand in the construction business. And this demand, of course, affecting positively to us also, and we are expecting big business in first quarter 22.
Thank you, Mr. Anwar.
Yes, it's really very nice atmosphere, because in the same business many people each other, we can informing each other and about the business. Of course that there is some differences as a country factor, governmental rules for the business, and we are getting all this information.
Thank you very much. And one more question, please. Would you recommend this event as a positive opportunity to your network?
Of course, of course.
Our business is one of the leaders in the non-prime steel space. So to really understand, when a mill produces 100% steel, 5 to 7% gets rejected. And steel mills need to focus on the 93 to 95% of their prime production, and they need to get rid of this 5 to 7% of non-prime. So this is the role of Duro Steel, where we actually buy this material and efficiently allocate the materials to customers who can actually process this kind of defected material. How are we expanding? We are expanding geographically, as well as our distribution. So what we're doing is we are looking for customers, educating those customers on the benefits of using non-prime, because non-prime has very minor defects where they can save money. At the same time, we are expanding our global reach to hit more customers. That's how we are really growing our business. I've spoken once on during COVID, so it was not physical. So this is my first time speaking physically at the event. Look, any event is a good opportunity, especially if the attendees, if there are a significant amount of attendees, because then it's good to speak, and you get some good questions in return as well. Well, I like the fact that the topics are more varied. That is definitely, as long as the attendees are good and the topics are more varied, I will definitely be a part of it.
Are you likely to participate in our events in the future?
Sure.
Thanks. My name is Chandrasekhar Rane, and I work as an industry technical consultant for steel business. My company name is Nalco Water, and it's a subsidiary of Ecolab. Basically, we are into industrial chemicals for the water treatment and some process applications within the steel mill. So basically, if you talk about a role of my company within the steel industry, we're out of 1.8 billion steel being produced globally, we are treating almost 400 million ton of steel. So 25% of the steel making where Nalco is associated with. And Nalco Water is there to treat the water of our customers in steel making process. And you can say out of large 15 big corporates, I would say 10 will be Nalco's customers, right? So if I take globally large 15 big corporates like ArcelorMittal, Tata Steel, Gedau Steel, Bao Steel, they are Jindal Steel, they are our customers. Now it's fantastically organized. I believe MMSteel is doing a fabulous job within the steel industry. The networking is a big opportunity for such events, and we can connect with the people, we can talk the business, we can understand the industry environment, the business environment very well, and also we can have a lot of exchange of thoughts. So thanks a lot to MMSteelClub, right, organizing this event and giving us an opportunity to come here and talk and meet the people.
Thank you as well. And would you likely to participate in our future events?
Yes, certainly yes, and looking forward to it. And I am in touch with some of the MMSteelClub, key members. So, of course, yes, I think this will be a good platform to be here, talk with the people and talk with the industry folks. I think it's much relevant because we can see a lot of our customers here. The key guys from the customer facilities, the technical and commercial people here. And that really helps us to get connected well, to talk about what we do within the industry, to share the best practices, how we can bring the value to our customers. So I think this is a fabulous or fantastic opportunity, I would say, to talk with the customers and network with them. I think you already asked me, good questions and covered most of the things. But definitely this is a wonderful event, and I will look forward, in future also to participate such events.